Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another video. I am, at least. So, we did a video on the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, the head of the table gimmick, where I basically reviewed my thoughts on it and stuff like that. Basically, I kind of explained, what I thought of the gimmick, what I didn't like about it, and I kind of reviewed my thoughts on, how it was good for Roman Reigns to get a push, get a different gimmick, whatever, like that. So that was the head of the table where I had my Roman Reigns out from Elite 84. I had my Jimmy Uso, which I use as J as of right now, and then I had Paul Heyman out. Like I said, I do not have the blue version of the Universal title, but I will have that sometime down the road. So this video, I thought I would review my thoughts and my personal opinion on the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. And as of right now, I would like to point out that I do not have Austin Theory, who is only with Rollins and Murphy for a very short period of time. So we all know that Seth Rollins returned on SmackDown last night, and surprisingly, he came back and he brought the "Burn It Down" theme song back. He brought the Second Coming theme song back with the "Burn It Down" intro. So he did return at the Royal Rumble. He returned as his Messiah gimmick. He came back with the theme song and everything. Last night, he came back with the Burn It Down theme song. He still showed a little bit of the Messiah side of him, but I kind of think that he is going to turn into a babyface, just not yet. At least not yet, or they're maybe teasing us, or maybe he's going to surprise us. Something's going to happen, and he's going to change into a better man, hopefully. So, I have Basic Series 113, Buddy Murphy. Basic Series 112, Seth Rollins. Now, you're probably thinking that this Seth Rollins is the head scan that originally came on the head. Well, it's not. Basically, this head was from Series 116 with the Michael Jordan outfit, the red attire that I recently showed in one of my last videos. I took that head scan off of that Seth Rollins and put it on here, and I'll tell you why. If you look at the head scan very closely, you will see that the beard is a lot more thicker than mostly all of the Seth Rollins head scans. You will see that the beard, like I said, is thicker. It's more sculpted out. So that's what makes this Seth Rollins a little more better, because as you know, when he was the Messiah, the Monday Night Messiah, his beard was really thick. Thicker than normal. So that's kind of why I used the Basic Series 116 head scan, because the beard was a lot more, well sculpted out than the normal Seths. Like I said, I really wish that sometime down the road we can get a Monday Night Messiah Seth Rollins action figure with the man bun. But we'll have to see how that plays out. It's not your normal, it's a pretty decent Seth Rollins. Like I said, I switched the head scan on it. He has the Monday Night Messiah tights, the silver stripe down the side. He's got the black boots with the silver designs on the boots and kick pads. He's got the silver stripes on it. The Buddy Murphy, same head scan as the previous Elite figure. Sorry, my dog's barking her head off. He's got one elbow pad right there on the right arm. He's got the black tights with the white belt and the silver stripe. And he's got the silver designer stripe right there with the Disciple Murphy. He's got the black boots with the white tips, which is really cool. So I guess, like I said, my opinion on Seth Rollins, or at least the Monday Night Messiah gimmick. Honestly, I think it's a change for Seth Rollins, because as you know, Survivor Series 2019, it was his time to shine. He really wanted Team Raw to step up their game. And him and Kevin Owens wasn't exactly on the same page. Well, that night they set their differences aside and stayed on the same team. Well, the Monday Night Raw, after that Survivor Series, Seth Rollins was a little disappointed on Team Raw. So the Raw roster came out, or at least Team Raw, whatever, they came out, and Seth Rollins was basically ranting, raving, and aggravated at Team Raw, and he was basically putting them down, saying that they needed to step up, they needed to do better, and he was really, he was really mad, he was really, putting down Team Raw. And then as the next week, so the next Monday, now this is the Monday after the Monday Night Raw after Survivor Series. A week later, basically, I should say, prior to that, he basically was talking to the crowd. He basically cut a promo. And he basically cut a promo. And everyone basically was not deaf, but they was falling on deaf ears. Like, they wasn't paying attention to what Rollins was saying. He was getting booed a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit, because of what he was saying about Team Raw, saying that they blew it, their chance at Survivor Series was over. He was mad at Team Raw, whatever. Well, then he decided that he would have a match with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens was getting attacked by, I believe it was AOP. Yes, AOP. Seth Rollins then had the nerve to curb stomp, or I should say just to stomp. He curb stomped Kevin Owens on that Raw. Well, basically, later that night, closing the show out, Kevin Owens was backstage and he had that iron pipe. He was basically destroying that black van. Destroying the windows of it, destroying the sides, the front cap, whatever. Well, then, Authors of Pain, shortened for AOP, or AOP shortened for Authors of Pain, basically was beating him down. Beating him down to the point where Kevin Owens was defenseless. He didn't have any help. Basically, before that, Kevin Owens decides to open up the back of the van and try to grab a hold of whoever was sitting in that chair. Well, Authors of Pain quickly grabs Kevin Owens and starts beating him down to the point where he can't even stand. The chair turned around, the hood came off, and it was Seth Rollins. And that's when Seth Rollins officially turned heel for the second time in his career. Because the first time he turned heel was against the Shield brothers in 2014. And that's when he had his career as the Authority member. He had J&J Security, Corporate Kane, Randy Orton, Triple H, Big Show, Triple H, that kind of, things in that nature. Well, this is his second heel run, and he was basically joining forces with Authors of Pain. And then later on down the road, out came Buddy Murphy. And Buddy Murphy started helping out with Seth Rollins, doing his work and everything else like that. So the Monday Night Messiah gimmick isn't bad. Like I said, it's a change for Seth Rollins, because he was, like Roman Reigns, he was a happy-go-lucky guy where he was, he was with the fans, with the crowd. He was always, the burn it down, Beast Slayer, King Slayer, Seth freaking Rollins. Monday Night Rollins. He was that guy who would always laugh and joke and have a good time. Now he's, since he started the Messiah gimmick, he didn't care about no one but himself. He always wanted to do what was best for him and Murphy. He had feuds with Kevin Owens, and then he moved on to Aleister Black, and then he moved on to Rey Mysterio. Now, he had troubles with Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic. Well, first of all, he was just Rey Mysterio. And remember that he had that eye for an eye match with Seth Rollins. So, he was kind of, that bad guy, kind of like what Roman Reigns is now. So, like I said, that gimmick isn't bad. I do like the Messiah gimmick. I guess it's definitely a change for Seth Rollins. It's something, that, it kind of, gives him a step forward and stuff. Now, and so he just had a kid recently with Becky Lynch. Rooks or whatever her name is. I can't pronounce it. Sorry about that. But anyways, he had a beautiful baby girl with Becky Lynch. And hopefully that changes his way around. Hopefully that changes his life. Hopefully it tells him something saying, hey, you need to get up and be this good guy. You need to step up and you need to be this guy that loves the fans, that loves the crowd, that loves doing what he does best. So, like I said, I like the Monday Night Messiah gimmick. Like I said, it's something that it's a change for Seth Rollins. But at the same time, I kind of wish that he wasn't so angry with the people around him, like, just on WWE TV. Because I'm sure he's a nice guy in real life. He's a funny guy, fun to hang around with in real life. But, like, I wish he would just change his ways. I wish he would go back to Seth freaking Rollins, the Beast Slayer. Now, he did bring back his old theme song last night, the Burn It Down theme song, which is really nice. But at the same time, I hope that we get to see Seth Rollins back to being a babyface and seeing that good guy in Rollins. Which eventually, I think we might end up seeing that, whether it's at Elimination Chamber, whether it's at WrestleMania. I think and I hope that we're going to see that Seth Rollins. So, I guess my opinion on Seth Rollins is he's awesome. I love Seth Rollins. He's an incredible superstar to lace up a pair of boots. He's a Grand Slam champion. He's the Beast Slayer for slaying the Beast, defeating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 35, which was 2 years ago. He is a King Slayer. Basically, he defeated Triple H with his own pedigree at WrestleMania 33 after Triple H accidentally shoved Stephanie McMahon through a table. And he's Monday Night Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins. Like I said, a Grand Slam champion. Money in the Bank winner in 2014. Winner of the 2019 Royal Rumble. He's done it all. He's one of the best in the business. He did turn his back on the Shield. Unfortunately, June 2nd, 2014, the Shield imploded when Seth Rollins attacked him from behind with a steel chair, and he teamed up with Triple H and Randy Orton. Now, as I said before, that has changed. 2015, he had to surrender or basically vacate the WWE World Heavyweight Championship because of a knee injury. He suffered a knee injury in a live event where he was going for a turnbuckle powerbomb on I believe, Kane. He was on the top rope and he did a sunset flip going for it, and as he came down for the sunset flip, his right knee buckled and fractured. I think he broke it, fractured it, whatever. So he was out for several months. He missed WrestleMania 32. He had to vacate the WWE title. Extreme Rules 2016 comes along. Roman Reigns defeats AJ Styles in an incredible match and retains the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Well, Seth Rollins returns with a vengeance redesign, rebuild, reclaim, pedigrees Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns then defends the title against Seth Rollins at that year's Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins wins back the title that he claims he never lost. And then Dean Ambrose comes in and cashes in and wins the title from Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins is one of the best in the business to ever lace up a pair of boots. He's an incredible performer. I personally like all of his gimmicks. I like the Authority version. I like the Seth freaking Rollins version, or Monday Night Rollins version, whatever you want to call him. I like the Monday Night Messiah gimmick. I think it's a change. It's something that they did really well on. He played that role very well, and that's what he had to do. Like I said, he's Seth freaking Rollins. He's the man. So, Seth Rollins is incredible. He's one of my favorites. I'm sure he's one of yours. I don't know. You can leave in the comments down below what your opinion is on Seth Rollins. Just something, like I said, just a video I wanted to do, because I had this Seth Rollins for a while, and I had this Buddy Murphy for a while, and I'm like, you know what, I haven't done a video on my opinion on the Messiah gimmick, so might as well do it. The Messiah gimmick is awesome. I love it. It's a side of Seth Rollins that we've never seen very much of before, and it's definitely a change. I think it turned his life around, to being a good guy, from being a good guy and loving the crowd, to a guy that doesn't care about anyone but himself, and stuff like that. So, let me know what you guys think of the Monday Night Messiah gimmick. Whether you like it, whether you love it, or whether you love it or hate it. You can't blame this. You can't argue that Seth Rollins is one of the best. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to see more of this video, smash that like button. Make sure to leave a comment down below what you thought of this video. Let me know what you think of the Monday Night Messiah version of Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy. And then subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll never miss an upload. And I'll see you guys later.